Hi, folks. This is Rizwan Sayed with NRI News 24x7. Today, we have with us more people from the winners that Schaeffler India had awarded in their social innovation program sometime back in July. Dr. Sulaim and Lakshman, welcome to this conversation. We are pleased to have you here with us and to know more about the innovations that you have discovered and what kind of a social impact these innovations are having in India. So, Dr. Salim, can you let us know what is your innovation?
Oral leukoplakia, it is a pre-malignant condition of the oral cavity and it is characterized by the white non-scrapable white fat and it has a malignant transformation from about 33%. So it can transform into oral squamous cell carcinoma and there is no topical treatment which is available for the treatment of this condition. So we have made this gel using Moringa oleifera, that is a drumstick plant, in the concentration of 2%, and we have spread this innovation to the patients. Initially, we have given to 72 patients in a randomized control trial, and now we have completed with 110 patients, and we have seen statistically significant results.
Wow, that's good to know that you are creating an innovation in healthcare, and health has become a very important aspect of human lives, and more definitely after the COVID era. So, Lakshman, over to you. What is your innovation about?
So, sir, we are Raman and Lakshman from Backcat Creators Startup. So, Backcat Creators is a startup building an innovative to solve a medical problems. So, we are mainly focusing on assistive technology. So, our innovation is Impulse. So, there is a hearing loss called by birth and congenital hearing loss. For them, presently, there existing only one solution around the world is hearing aid implantation. In hearing aid implantation, the surgeon need to place a magnified electrode inside the skull to enable hearing. It has a many disadvantages, like mainly it require high risk open skull surgery and they're not able to take an MRI for a lifetime and they need to do a implantation within 8 years to avoid a language development, and also mainly it's a very high cost up to a 15 lakhs. So we have overcome all these challenges through our patented technology. We are enable them to hear without doing an implantation surgery. No
Wow.
more parents need to drill their children's skull for hearing. So we are totally avoiding an implantation surgery for hearing loss, and it suits for all ages. There is no restrictions while using our product. Like the patient can still take a life-saving imaging services such as MRI, and they can use electronic devices such as smartphone. At last, our product is extremely cost effective. Our early prototype has shown that it's cost little under 50,000, which is just a 6% cost of a traditional hearing aid implant. Sir.
So the product that you have developed essentially is an external implant, right? There is no surgery required for it.
Yes, yes, sir. It's a non-invasive solution for them. Sir.
Wow. And how many people are using the solution?
Actually, currently we are in a proof of concept stage. We have proved that the patient can able to hear. We have successfully piloted with over 50 plus patients.
Okay.
They can able to hear through our device for a first time from their birth without having a implantation surgery. Sir.
And just as you said, that this current issue of health requires a surgery within the first 8 years. So
Yes, yes.
is that also a limitation with your invention, or you have overcome this limitation?
No, sir. Our solution is suit for all ages and also
Okay.
it totally avoid an implant also. Sir.
Wow, that's really great. So
Yes.
you are going to let people, add on a sense which they were missing.
Yes, sir.
As we have now, you have shared your innovations. What was the problem statement, or what was the reason that you went ahead and discovered this innovation? So, Dr. Salem, can you let us know what made you work on this particular innovation where you are treating cancer patients?
So actually, during my academic studies, I was posted in cancer hospital for a month. So
Okay.
when I was at there, I saw many patients. This cancer treatment does not only require money, but also it requires a strong mental well-being. And I have seen patients, and there even when the patients suffer, their own relatives also suffer from the same, from the mental depression, anxiety, mental agony. So when we saw all these in among the oral cancer patients, and even when after the surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, there is a masticatory dysfunction which cannot be corrected. So
Okay.
why not to prevent it, and why not to create something for those patients, and to also create the awareness illness among these tobacco chewers. So we have done counseling also for these patients.
That's good. I mean, tobacco chewing is huge problem in India, and you have warnings, but people keep on ignoring that. So it's really good to know that you have created healthcare option for them where they can improve their wellness and treat this oral cancer at an early stage. So Lakshman, how about you? What was your problem statement that you discovered and that motivated you to go ahead with your innovation?
So actually, from the childhood, we both are very passionate about doing some innovation with the scrap. Like in our street, there is a children named Adi. So while we are seeing a first time Adi, we found that Adi has some kind of abnormalities and he has some kind of disability. We found that Adi has some kind of hearing loss. We asked Adi mother, why you have not treated Adi so far? Because there are many hearing devices available in the market. Even sometimes a government will provide a free hearing aids, which is only a cost around few thousands only. Why you have not treated Adi so far? So we asked her mother. She told that Adi has a specific kind of hearing loss. It only can be treated with the implant, even not in a tier 2 or tier 3 cities. And also it has these many risk and cost associated with these solutions. So restrictions associated with the solutions. But at those times we are not taken and consider this as a serious problem. So okay, we'll just move on to our next things. But after a month, we have met an Adi mother again. So they have sold their own house in our street and they have treated Adi with an hearing aid implant for 1 year. Even though the entire family is not satisfied with this solution because they customize their entire home. Because and also if the implantable patient get near to the any metal, the head get attached, the electrode get attached, and also they have a fear of wearing a 5 lakh to 7 lakh external sound processor. Like they have a fear of Adi every minute because if they have any head injury while playing or while going some work, they need to do a re-implant again, which is also very high risk and not 100% success rate. So from that point, we have decided that we need to do some solution for it, and also we have done a lot of research on that. During that time only, we came to know that India doesn't have a indigenous implantable solution for last 60 years till today. So we have done a multiple research and development on it, and we have come up with the world first non-surgical hearing device.
Well, that's absolutely awesome. You have discovered and invented a technology which is going to help a lot of people connect with the society. So that's definitely a change-making solution, and you guys are change makers. Guys, now that we know a little bit more about what you have innovated and how your solutions are impacting or connecting with the society around you, when Schaeffler India discovered you and your innovations, and then you entered their fellowship program for social innovations, and now that you have been declared as winners of the social innovation program, how does this impact your innovation as a product and also your professional networking? Lakshman, can you start on with that, please?
Yes, sir. Like the Schaeffler India has a wonderful opportunity to participate, and they have organized the 2-day mentoring session in Pune with social entrepreneurs who is expert on the field. So we have learned a lot through the mentoring session, sir. And also what we get from the Schaeffler grant as a 1 lakh, it's a fuel for work further with our innovation, sir. So we got enormous support on the Schaeffler. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that to the Schaeffler.
Okay, Dr. Sulem, how about you?
So I would like to say, it is always when you are doing some new thing or an innovation, it is always great to get appreciation, as well as what they are providing as a mentorship, sir, the fellowship. It will be great. Like they will guide us through how to commercialize the product. Even if I talk about me, it is just an idea, not as a company. I have won this fellowship. I think it will be great, and other fellows, we have learned from them a lot. Ramanan and Lakshmanan is there, Nikki Jha, and then Shilpa, Aditya Srinivasan from the Roha Biotech. So we are well in contact with each other, and I hope that we will help each other in growing.
Definitely, I think you should. And this is a very good initiative that you're doing, connecting with people and expanding your network. So this is a great opportunity. Networks are always built over time, and when people are ready to collaborate, we are very hopeful that you 11 people are definitely going to do something individually as well as in collaborations to impact a lot of social change in India. Now, as Dr. Sulem has indicated that she is in touch with a few of the other winners and trying to work out collaborations. Lakshman, can you also let us know how do you see collaboration happening within the winners of the social innovation program?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Actually, as Sulem mentions, it's really a good opportunity to collaborate with the like-minded peoples in the same forum. Like who is our fellowship participant, and the winners are also a social innovators. So like all their experience on their own journey will bring us and boost up our development pathway. And also, sir, mentoring. We have an expertise from a various field like Ankush Gupta, sir, and from a various people like even a Scheffler. So they can bring us a lot of technical knowledge and further CSR activities to improve our innovation. So as you said, networking is our network. So all our fellows would be help us to boost up our development pathways.
Right, Dr. Salam, as you said in your conversation that you are an individual, you know your job and your medicines absolutely well, and you're very clear about that, but you're not very well acquainted with the business practices and the best practices and how to go around creating a business or a product out of your innovation. So since now Scheffler has connected with you and Scheffler has, awarded you as one of the winners, how does Scheffler or how can Scheffler assist you in making your innovation into a product which can go out to the lot of people out here in India?
So where they have given the fellowship where they are going to guide us through how to develop, how to commercialize this product, and how to do the marketing of this product, as well as they will teach us how to do collaboration with other pharmaceutical companies. So it will be really helpful for me, sir, to learn the entrepreneurship and to commercialize the product so that I can help others with my innovation.
What about you, Lakshman?
Yes, sir. Like an association with an Scheffler, like a big corporate, it will for us like a startup, it will leverage as a many aspects. Sir. Like once we have completed our product, the Scheffler can help us on a supply chain, distribution channels, and then sales and marketing, and through their technology export, technology aspect. So as we are a startup associated with the corporate, is always a leverage as our pathway, and which will reduce the time for a development also.
Absolutely. And I think you folks can learn collaborating with your other winners and your colleagues, as we can call them now, on how they are promoting their products. So you could learn a lot of tips and tricks from them for doing business and also making a sellable product. Or you could define your go-to-market strategies and learn these things from your fellow team members. And definitely, I believe Scheffler will be around to help you around with this. Now, coming towards the conclusion of this conversation, what is your plan? Where do you want to take your innovation? What are you going to do with your innovation? How big you want to make it? Or are you planning to add some more features to your innovations? Definitely. Now, this is a healthcare product. It has to comply with all the healthcare norms and safety rules and regulations. So how compliant is your product for these healthcare norms? And what are your next steps? Dr. Sulaim, if you could start with that.
Yes, sir. So regarding the compliance or the safety of product, we have already conducted a cytotoxicity assay, and we have found that our product is not cytotoxic to human cells, and it can be applied safely to the oral cavity. And as far as the next step is concerned, as soon as I will get my patent, we will try to commercialize this product. And this same product can be used for other pre-malignant conditions of the oral cavity, such as lichen planus and oral submucous fibrosis. So in these patients, if we can randomized control trial can be done, it will be done, sir, and we will publish the result whether it is effective in these conditions as well.
Well, that's awesome, Dr. Lakshman.
So like as we are in a POC stage in our product timeline, our next towards it's like doing a mass clinical validation. So
Okay.
based on their validation feedback, we'll go with the multiple iterations of our prototype again, and then a pre-compliances testing, and then a full compliances testing, and our expansions of our team. So before doing all these, we'll go with our fundraising to fuel all these our progress. Sir.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. And thanks for, taking your time out early morning and being available for this conversation. We are really very happy to see the kind of innovations and the kind of social problems that both of you have attended to, and your products are going to help solve them for the people of India and maybe even beyond our borders and go global. So we wish you all the best, and with a message that keep innovating and keep building your innovations and keep the attitude of creating a social change. We thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.